Hi, this is Al, and I wanted to talk today about red wine and steak. Picking the best red wine for your steak. Tonight, we're dining at home, and we're having some filet mignons. But I thought we could talk about three different areas: dining at home, bringing wine to a dinner party, and bringing wine to a restaurant, or picking the red wine from the restaurant menu. Now, you really can't go wrong with red wine and steak. My preference is Cabernet, Syrah, and Zinfandel in that order. But you can go wrong if you don't do the research. Now, I use Cellar Tracker to do the research, and I use my Coravin Model 6 to test some of the bottles before I bring them. This way, I know that I'm going to have a great experience. So first, dining at home, you can see these steaks, filet mignons, olive oil, pepper, salt. This is going to be a powerful meal, and I'm going to Pittsburgh style these steaks. That means I'm going to char them on the outside and expecting the inside to be medium to medium rare. Powerful steak. Tonight I'm going to select a Syrah. And the Syrah that I've selected is the Deerfield Ranch Syrah. Now, I have an advantage. I've got these steaks at my local butcher. I've had them before. I also have an advantage that I've had this Syrah from Deerfield Ranch before. So I've got two known entities, and I'm going to have a fantastic meal. But that's what I talk about when you do your research. I use Cellar Tracker all the time. I'm looking for the people's comments. Not looking for their scores, what are their comments? So I know I've got a great combination here. So the other thing I would like to talk about is when you're bringing wine to a dinner party or your neighbor's house. What I do is I double decant. I take the wine from the bottle, I put it in a decanter, I immediately put it back into the bottle, from the bottle back into the decanter, from decanter back in the bottle, I cap it and I bring it over. Now, I've done my research. I know I've got a good bottle, but I've also set this bottle up for success so that when I get there, this is going to be a pop and pour experience, and the people who are enjoying the food are also going to enjoy the wine. Believe me, this works. Combination of the research, the double decanting, it works. Because the last thing you want to do is open your wine and have the first taste not be a great experience. We're looking for a great experience so that it complements the meal. The third thing is dining at a restaurant. If at all possible, bring your own wine. You've done the research, you bought the bottles, maybe you tested it with your Coravin. You're setting yourself up for a very good experience. Again, looking at Cellar Tracker. If you've got to use the website of the restaurant and pick one of their wines because you're not allowed to bring a wine or you're not bringing a wine, you're out of town, I use Cellar Tracker. I do my research in advance. What I don't want to do is be fumbling on my phone when I'm at a dinner party at a restaurant, I'm with clients at a restaurant. I do the research before, my phone stays away, and I'm giving my complete attention to the people at the restaurant. Goal is get a pop and pour wine. Again, my favorites are Cabernet, Syrah, Zinfandel. And when you get that wine, decant it for 15 minutes every time. You can't go wrong decanting for 15 minutes. The other thing is, I recommend you start with a glass of champagne. Champagne will allow your wine to decant for 15 minutes. And Winston Churchill started every meal with champagne. If it was good enough for Winston Churchill, it's good enough for us. So now I'm going to go make these steaks, drink the Syrahs, Santé.